Hello students, today we are going to study about potassium permanganate. We will study its preparation method, we will study its properties and we will study its reaction. So let us begin with the preparation method. KMnO4 is prepared from pyrolusite ore. Now as soon as the students read this word pyrolusite ore, they get confused. Pyrolusite ore is nothing but manganese dioxide. Now this manganese dioxide is fused with KOH. So manganese dioxide is fused with KOH in presence of oxygen, where we will get K2MnO4. Now based on the preparation method, lot of 5-mark questions are asked and in this colors are given. For example, MnO2, it is black brown in color, whereas K2MnO4, it is dark green mass. So you have to remember these colors. These colors are given as a hint, since these preparation questions, they are asked for 5 mark or 3 mark also. Now this dark green colored K2MnO4, it will disproportionate in acidic medium to give purple colored potassium permanganate. Let us balance the equation. Okay. So this will be a purple colored potassium permanganate disproportionation reaction, and especially this second step is important one because it is disproportionation. So this is how we can get potassium permanganate in the lab, but the commercial preparation method is a different one. In the commercial preparation method, pyrolusite ore or manganese dioxide is fused with KOH, as well as it is oxidized with air or potassium nitrate. Here also I have told you that it is oxidized with air or even potassium nitrate can be used. Okay, coming back to this step, and then after this we'll get manganate ion. Just now we have seen that manganate ion is of dark green color. Then this manganate ion is further electrolytically oxidized in alkaline medium where we get permanganate. We have to remember the colors. Manganate ion is dark green. So these reactions are asked as complete the equation or direct question, the commercial preparation method, etc. As in case of potassium dichromate, we have seen two types of ions there, chromate and dichromate with yellow and orange color. Similarly, in case of potassium permanganate, we have manganate and permanganate ion with two different colors. Now let us study properties of potassium permanganate. When we are discussing the properties of potassium permanganate, the very first thing that we have to remember that potassium permanganate is a very strong oxidizing agent. It is strong even as compared to potassium dichromate. The reason lies in the oxidation state of potassium permanganate, or will say that of manganese. In potassium permanganate, manganese is in +7 oxidation state. Whereas in case of potassium dichromate, the oxidation state of chromium is +6, and therefore manganese can get reduced to many lower oxidation states as compared to chromium, and therefore potassium permanganate is a strong oxidizing agent as compared to that of potassium dichromate. This is your give reason question. Other properties of potassium permanganate includes that it's a dark violet crystalline solid with metallic luster, melting point 523 Kelvin. It is fairly soluble in cold water. Now let us see what is the action of heat on potassium permanganate. Potassium permanganate when heated decomposes to potassium magnate K2MnO4 plus MnO2 and oxygen. Now this reaction may look similar to that of disproportionation reaction of manganate ion, but it is a different one. Let us balance it. Now if we look at the structure of manganate and permanganate ion, this is MnO4 minus. So we know it is purple in color, and as the structure indicates, it's tetrahedral in nature. Whereas in case of MnO4 2 minus, that is this one manganate ion, that is also tetrahedral, but there will be 2 minus charges on this, and therefore it is dark green in color. So presence of 2 unpaired electrons makes it dark green. Now coming back to this point, I told you that potassium permanganate is a better oxidizing agent than potassium dichromate. One reason is the higher oxidation state, and another reason is that potassium dichromate can be used only in acidic medium, whereas potassium permanganate can be used in both acidic, basic as well as neutral medium also, and therefore potassium permanganate is a preferred oxidizing agent. So this is your good Viva question also. So now we'll see the reactions of potassium permanganate in all these mediums. So when we study the reactions of potassium permanganate, the very first thing is that the condition potassium permanganate can work in acidic, basic, neutral as well as strongly alkaline medium, and therefore it is a very preferred oxidizing agent. Now MnO4 minus in acidic medium gets converted to Mn plus 2. In basic or neutral medium, that is near about pH 7 and a little bit higher of that, it gets converted to MnO2. And in strongly alkaline medium, it gets converted to potassium magnate K2MnO4. So this is basic changes that you have to remember in acidic, basic or strongly alkaline medium. Now let us have a look at the oxidation state. Mainly the oxidation state of manganese is in plus 7, but in acidic medium it changes to plus 2. In basic or neutral medium, manganese will have plus 4 oxidation state, and in strongly alkaline medium it will have plus 6 oxidation state. That means in all cases it will reduce its oxidation number, and therefore it is a good oxidizing agent. It will oxidize the other element to its higher oxidation state. As we can see, the greatest change in oxidation number is in acidic medium, and therefore maximum reactions of potassium permanganate are carried out in acidic medium. So in acidic medium, what I told you, MnO4 minus gets converted to Mn plus 2. MnO4 minus gets converted to Mn plus 2. Oxidation state of manganese in MnO4 minus is plus 7. So first of all, we'll balance this equation. Now it is getting converted from plus 7 to plus 2. That means it must have accepted 5 electrons. Now let us balance oxygen, 4 oxygen. So to balance it, I will add 4 H2O. And to balance hydrogen, I will add here 8 H plus. Now this will be a basic equation that will be used everywhere whenever you are considering the reaction of MnO4 minus in acidic medium. Now let us see how KMnO4 in acidic medium oxidizes the other elements. In acidic medium, potassium permanganate will oxidize ferrous to ferric, hydrogen sulfide to sulfur. It will oxidize oxalate ion to carbon dioxide, NO2 minus to NO3 minus. It will oxidize iodide ion to I2 ion, so etc. Now let us have a look at their oxidation numbers. The oxidation of ferrous to ferric I have already made clear. Now in oxidation of H2S to sulfur, the oxidation state of sulfur is minus 2 gets oxidized to 0. Then in oxalate ion, oxidation state of carbon is plus 3, whereas in carbon dioxide, oxidation state of carbon is plus 4. In iodide to I2, here it is minus 1, and in I2 it will be 0. In case of NO2 minus, oxidation state of nitrogen is plus 3, which will get oxidized to NO3 minus plus 5. You have to remember these changes in oxidation number. So using this basic equation and these changes, we'll try to solve one balancing equation question. So this is your question. How does permanganate ion oxidizes oxalate ion? Okay, so we'll begin. First of all, I know MnO4 minus in acidic medium oxidizes oxalate and gets converted itself to Mn plus 2. Oxalate ion gets converted to CO2. Oxidation state changes. MnO4 minus, manganese oxidation state plus 7, here it is plus 2. In oxalate, that of carbon is plus 3 and here it will be plus 4. So first I will solve this equation, and just now I have told you that this equation is a basic equation. You must remember this one, Mn plus 2 plus 4H2O. Here it will be 5 electron, then only it will get plus 7 to plus 2 and 8H plus. Okay, coming back to this equation, C2O4 2 minus 2 CO2. So first of all, I will balance carbon. As soon as I balance this carbon, oxygen also gets balanced. Now the change is plus 3 to plus 4. One carbon will lose 1 electron and therefore 2 carbon will lose 2 electrons. So these two half reactions are ready with us. But to add these two reactions, the number of electrons must be equal. So I will multiply this equation by 2 and the reaction of oxalate I will multiply by 5. Let us write now. 2MnO4 minus plus 10 electron plus 16H plus gives 2Mn plus 2 and H2O. 5C2O4 2 minus gives 10 CO2 and 10 electron. Now I can add these equations. This will get cancelled and therefore my final answer will be 2MnO4 minus plus 5C2O4 2 minus plus 16H plus gives 2Mn plus 2 plus 10 CO2 and 8H2O. Presence of H plus indicates the reaction is getting carried out in acidic medium. So using this trick, you can try balancing of remaining questions. Remember this basic equation, you will be able to solve the other ones. Now let us see how in basic medium, or I will say alkaline medium, potassium permanganate acts. In basic or alkaline medium, just now we have studied MnO4 minus gets converted to MnO2, and in basic or alkaline medium, iodide ion will be oxidized to IO3 minus. S2O3 2 minus will be converted to sulfate ion. Now this reaction you have tried to solve on your own. Find out the changes in oxidation number of iodide to IO3 minus. This is a trick that in basic or alkaline medium, iodide gets converted to IO3 minus, but in acidic medium, I minus gets converted to I2. Remember this difference. Then try to find out oxidation state of sulfur in S2O3 2 minus and sulfate. Balance this equation, then add these two equations, you will be able to solve this. As I told you, on preparation of potassium permanganate, lot of questions, word problems are asked, either of 3 mark or 5 mark. So here I have given 2 sample questions. Read them carefully. As I told you, the colors are given as hint. Use these hints and try to solve the questions. Surely you will be able to solve this. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.